Okay, so welcome back to Bonus Action Hide. It's kind of a special show today because it is September 11th. It's kind of odd. We're going to end up in a city terrorizing people. It's fucked up.
Like we planned it.
So, right? So, when last we were at the table together, Mal, the road was headed to the north because of a message that she had received. Sam is currently in prison, as well as Tom, who is not with us today. And I actually completely forgot what you two were doing.
I was under my...
Oh yeah, you're under the
tiny
bubble
hut.
asleep, and...
Oh, and also anything she says is still offensive for 5 days.
Yes.
No,
Everything...
Four now.
It's still 5 days. It's still the same day.
Oh.
It's not been a whole day yet.
Oh.
Because we ended, like, late afternoon.
And we just got done beating up a bunch of goblins and a bugbear.
You did.
Offensively.
No,
Offensively.
no, only if I speak. If I gesture, it's fine.
Yeah.
So you beat them
Yes.
up defensively?
I'm sorcerer.
Oh, nice.
Puns. All the puns.
The puns.
So, bringing it back down. We'll start off with Mel. And so as you are traveling forward, creepy music.
It's not a good sign.
As you're traveling to the north, you notice behind you there are several figures kind of following at distance from you. Not really engaging, but making sure they have a watchful eye on your person. It's the better part of the day. It's starting to get dark. And you haven't quite cleared the woodland area yet, where you know there to be werewolves and other scrupulous characters that hide in those woods.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do?
What kind? Who's following me again? Who's following me again? I can't see them. I
You
just
can't
know I'm being followed.
tell who they are. You know you're being followed.
Can I try to stealth up a tree?
You can certainly try.
Okay. So I can see.
So roll 2 checks for me. Roll
Okay.
a stealth check and roll acrobatics.
So both the same. Okay. So acrobatics
Impressive.
would be. They're exactly the same, actually. I'm the same. So that would be 15 plus 9. 24 on both.
Yeah, so you whip out your cat's claws and up the tree, no issues, and the figures that are walking kind of are more spread out because they lost where you're at, and they're kind of walking around. They pass right by the tree.
Okay. I'd like to look at them and see what I can see about them.
Roll a perception check.
29, 28.
28. You see as they're walking past, each of them is wearing a mask. There's like a solid white, just blank mask. They're all hooded, wearing complete black. The gloves that they wear are also like a white, just pure. And it appears that around each of the wrists and across the neck is some sort of choker and wristlets that are made out of feathers.
Feathers.
Like crimson, like the most crimson tipped black feathers that you could ever possibly imagine.
That's creepy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. And they just keep going?
And they're walking, and it seems like they're kind of searching for you now. But they're probably 10 to 15 feet past the tree that you're in now, and it seems like they're moving forward,
Looking
not knowing where you went.
Can I do is there like an investigation or religion or something that I would know who they are based on their dress?
Make a religion check for me. I guess it would be part of your religion.
I guess. 9.
9?
Yeah.
So you know you've seen them before, but you can't quite remember where. You get a feeling that it's probably something important, but you're not really sure.
Okay. Can I just see where they're going and kind of follow them stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the stealth check that you made, along with the acrobatics, I'll say you're moving along in the trees, using your feline agility to help with the rough terrain. And they're just kind of scattered about, and they've now stopped, and they're like spread out almost in a semicircle, kind of looking and really searching for you. But they still don't know where you're at.
I don't know what to do with this. Do I attack them? That's fine.
What was the last time you attacked somebody outnumbered?
Well, wasn't the last time you kind of pussed out and didn't attack somebody?
This is why I'm like,
Um,
maybe I should be a better rogue now.
How many bear traps are you carrying?
None.
0. Not a ranger. Does one of them look like they're the leader?
Well,
Or more important?
roll an investigation check. That's a good question. Natural 1. You have no idea.
16?
16? So you notice that the other 4 of them are taking orders from the guy in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But it could just be, there's no markings
Yeah.
that show him as a leader. It just could be that he's maybe heading up this detachment and they're listening to him.
Okay. Why the fuck not? I'll just throw my daggers at him, I guess.
Oh, at the
The
one in
main
the
guy.
middle?
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
Does he appear shorter than the rest of them?
No, they're all about average height.
Okay.
Okay.
How about a 15?
15
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
How about a 16?
16 does not hit.
Okay. Well, then
So
I'll
as
just
you throw the daggers, he sees them coming out of the tree,
Yeah.
just snatches them both out of the air
Give my fucking daggers back.
and releases them back to
Yeah, he
you.
does. Fucking murdering.
Well,
Okay.
it's bad
think
because I
that's what
can
you're
follow
trying
you
to
the
do in
daggers.
general.
I know.
And now they all know where you're at.
Yep. Just gonna casually be on the tree, like, what's up?
Now that I have your attention.
Right.
So you have their
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah. I missed on purpose, bitches.
Treated. First rogue ever.
I'm gonna make a t-shirt.
Just a hashtag worst rogue
First
ever.
rogue ever.
So the 2 on the very end that are flanking start making their way toward the tree that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
kind of trying to cut off the back in like a really weird attempt to flank you.
Yeah,
But you're high
in
enough
a
up in the
tree.
tree, right?
Yeah.
But they start moving up the tree where you are. The other 2 on the left and right of the center figure
Mm-hmm.
start making their way up the trees closest to them, which would be immediately to your left and right. And he's just standing there looking at you. You can't really see his eyes because the mask protrudes out just enough to where it like blacks out the eyes.
Fucking creepy.
But they're all wearing the same white mask.
Oh yeah. Okay. Whoever's closest, I'm gonna just throw my daggers at them.
Okay. Well, now that you don't have surprise, go ahead and roll initiative.
I know, right? I was hoping for that automatic crit.
There you go.
Nice. That'll be a 27.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
New dice are wonderful. My old dice roll like shit.
Okay, so
First
You're
up,
you're gonna go first.
first up is the one with the highest initiative. I have a +9 to my initiative.
Jesus Christ.
So, you know. That's gonna miss. One's probably gonna miss at a 11.
11 misses.
Yeah. Or a 12. Does 12 miss?
A 12 misses. Yeah.
Okay. And then that's gonna be a really bad.
22.
22. Yeah.
22 hits for sure. Okay. So your first dagger flies by,
Yeah.
and then like a bee coming out of the air, just right back to you. And the second one finds its mark and buries itself deep in the chest.
Awesome. That's gonna be
Of the guy closest to you, you said?
yes, the
Okay.
guy closest to me, and that'll be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then there's nowhere I can hide because I'm in a fucking tree.
Right. You still have your movement, and you still have bonus action.
So let's see. Are all the trees touching like this?
They're
Like, you can,
relatively close. It's a short jump, but with the I'm gonna let you use your acrobatics that you rolled earlier.
Yeah.
It's not that far of a jump for a tabaxi.
Okay. I'm going to jump in. Oh wait. Oh, I don't have the others. Okay. I'm gonna jump in the other tree.
Okay.
Like, not one of the ones that anybody else is in.
Okay. So just kind of directly.
Yeah,
to-
directly over.
Okay.
Yep. And
Yep.
see if I can hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Just for some extra damage here. 20.
20.
Yeah.
You cannot hide.
Cannot.
Cannot.
Okay. Good.
The one furthest from you kind of loses sight of you for a second.
The guy on
And
the
then-
ground can probably see me though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely threw a dagger at him.
Yeah.
Or two, so you know.
Yep. I missed on purpose though. Right, guys?
Sure you did. So the two that were climbing the same tree that you're in, they make their way all the way up into the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other two make their way up into the tree. So now they're all standing about level on the treetops with you.
Cool.
But that was all of their action because it's rough terrain climbing.
Right.
The guy on the ground pulls out a short bow and levels it off at you. And that's not going to hit. But as the arrow comes through the tree branches itself, it just plants in one, maybe about 3 feet in front of you. And just it's stuck there.
Nice.
And that's going to be their turn. So now it's your turn. Again.
Cool. I'm going to. Where are we connected? Okay. I'm gonna throw my daggers at again the closest one.
Okay.
One of them misses, and one was a natural 19.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay.
And the closest one to you is the same guy you hit before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
9?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So, they're going to use their movement to get to where you are. The two that were on the same tree as you can get there. The ones that are not, they make their way into that one tree where you were, and they start, bringing out their bows and trying to take shots at you.
Cool.
So I'm assuming a natural 19 is going to hit you.
AC 17.
Yeah. So it's going to be 5 damage from the first arrow. And it's going to be 8 damage from the second arrow. And I need you to make a constitution check.
Probably not. Natural 3.
Natural 3,
Mm-hmm.
Plus-
Con is 5, so 5.
5 total. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I only have a 2 on constitution.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as the second arrow hits you in the shoulder, you see, even through your fur, like little tendrils of black that start to eat away on the inside, like into your veins. It's like running down your veins now.
Cool.
You're poisoned.
Yeah.
And then the guy on the ground kind of maneuvers around a bit
Mm-hmm.
and pulls out 2 daggers and starts running at, like, quickly climbing the tree that you're in, using the daggers as handholds.
These are creepy as fuck, dude. Alright. Cool.
And that is all of his movement. It is your turn.
Awesome. I'm gonna run to another tree
Okay.
away a little bit.
Alright.
And I don't have any other healing potions, and I'm really low for me. I take a potion of healing.
You gonna take a
I
potion of
literally
Haven?
don't have anything else
Sweet, potion of Haven.
healing wise.
So,
Please don't bug me.
Percentile.
Please just make it up if it bugs me, please.
I already did make it up.
I know.
Resurrection.
Both dice,
Oh,
right?
those are
Yeah.
that's fun.
22.
22.
That sounds like a good one.
That's right.
Okay, so it's a regular potion of healing, so it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
22. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d4.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
this sounds awesome.
3.
3. So for your next 3 turns, you get an extra action.
Yes! That was a great idea.
That was
I think that's
great.
the one I rolled last time.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And then it didn't matter because you were in
Because you were in
combat.
combat.
But you rolled a 1 on the d4.
29 plus 7 is 30.
36.
Okay. I'm really bad.
You really can. You're a teacher.
I don't teach math. I teach toddlers.
This is our future.
I teach
The future of
I
America.
teach the
Maga.
numbers 1 through 10. That's all I teach.
Okay,
Anyway, okay.
I mean, these aren't much higher than that.
So you get an extra action this turn and for your next 3 turns.
Awesome. Okay. So
You're gonna
then I get an
run.
action. That's awesome.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna throw my daggers at the fucking creepy dude who's coming at me with the knives up
On the tree?
fucking tree.
Okay.
Okay, 1 misses probably, and then
Worst rogue ever.
19.
19? 19 hits for sure.
Okay, finally. So I hit him.
Most average rogue ever.
Most oh, how the mediocre have fallen.
That will be 10 damage.
10?
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash a little bit further away.
Okay. So using your dash, you make it all the way to another separate tree. So you're about 2 trees away
Cool.
from Dagger Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the others are now, since they're in the top of the tree with you, they're making their way steadily across. And they make it pretty close to where you are. So like you're in one tree, they're in a tree opposite of you.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to fire their bows again. Okay. You're going to take 4 damage from one arrow that just kind of glances off of your leather armor and like just manages to scrape you a bit.
Cool.
Let's see. The masked man that's on the tree with the dagger just starts muscling through and jumps, and he like pulls himself up and does a small somersault and lands in the tree looking at you. But that's his entire action, was to climb all the way up the tree.
Okay. Yeah. Like I just imagine like a horror film, like.
They're not making any noise whatsoever.
That's even creepier. Okay.
And
I'm picturing the quiet place.
Oh, don't do that.
and even their movement doesn't make much noise at all.
All right.
Are they ninjas?
Fucking Anbu Black Ops or fucking Naruto over here.
Maybe.
Anyway. Okay. So.
He multiplies into like 1,800 people.
So I'm gonna throw my daggers at the weird dagger guy again.
Okay.
Picturing the guy just come on that tree.
Well, now I'm picturing fucking
Natural
Naruto.
20.
Natural 20, that definitely hits.
So.
That just hits.
Double dice or roll
Double dice. So
Double
you
what I
just
roll.
roll whatever
Okay.
your damage is and then double it.
It's 5 times. That's
So
10.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Yep, and the other one missed. But I'm gonna do that again. Because I have 2 actions. 1 misses. And that's probably
Which one of your daggers ended up hitting on that natural 20?
the blue one, so that would be my second dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. The second one's the only one hitting always. Anyway. So I think a 14 misses probably.
14 definitely does, yeah.
Okay. And then as a bonus action I'm gonna run a little bit further away.
Okay.
Just
So, as you're running, you reach the edge of the trees.
Of course I do.
Um,
Do I have any movement left?
you can use your feline agility.
Okay. How far up am I in this tree?
About 30 feet.
Can I just climb down it? No, that's gonna take too long. I
You could
jump.
use, with your feline agility, I would say you could move 10 feet down the tree and then
jump.
use,
Alright, let's do
use
that.
your
Feline grace for
feline
that.
grace. Yeah.
Alright, let's do that.
So, as you reach the edge of the tree, you just kind of backwards leap off, like almost like a leap of faith. Use your claws to slide down, and when you like get that little tinge in the back of your neck, like, okay, I'm close. Jump off and land on the ground.
On my feet.
On your feet, no damage.
Awesome.
Feline grace is amazing. So,
And I'm looking at them. I haven't turned away.
right,
Yeah.
you haven't moved your back away
I
from
want to
them.
keep them in sight.
So they all run to the edges of the trees, and they're kind of like holding branches, looking out at you. Wow, these guys suck.
Good. Me too.
So as they reach the edge, they grab onto some branches and they, like, just kind of haphazardly try and throw what look like shurikens at you, and they just like in the ground all around you. The guy with the 2 daggers kind of steps out, almost regally, and throws 2 daggers. And the first one hits, lands really solidly in your chest, and the second one hits in your hip. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage. And it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm like what, 5 feet from the trees, basically? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. And what's behind me? Did I see that?
Open plains.
For like miles.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, running's not an option. So I'm
Well,
just
werewolves
gonna
can't
throw-
sneak up on you then.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not going back in the forest. I'm just gonna throw this at the dagger guy. Natural 16 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Okay. 14 misses. So
14 total?
yeah.
Okay. I was saying 14 plus 8 would hit.
That will be 12. Wait. 12 damage.
12?
Yeah.
And that was your sleep dagger, right?
Yeah.
Roll
Nice. I haven't done that in so
it. It's
long.
been so long
just a
since you've done that.
D10, right?
Yeah.
6.
6, you got it.
Yes.
So, as the dagger hits him, oh man, that was good. What a time to roll a natural 1.
Woo!
So as the dagger hits him, it hits, and he falls all 30 feet out of the tree.
So much fall damage.
It has so much fall damage.
It's
all the way
1d6.
down.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet, right?
Yep. So I roll a natural 1 to save him from falling out of the tree, and then roll max damage on 2 dice. Yeah.
The dice gods are looking out for the worst rogue ever, guys.
Right?
See what happens when you go alone.
I need a charm for the dice gods, just like.
You need the luck feat.
I do need the luck
You
feat,
do
actually.
need the luck feat.
Level 8, baby, let's go.
Okay, so he is now asleep.
Cool. I
You
get
s-
another action.
you still have another
I was
action.
Like, I was like, I'm just gonna throw my. Oh, I'm not gonna throw my daggers at him.
Yeah, because he's prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not that far from him.
No, I'm gonna.
Soccer
Jump
kick
on
him in the face.
Yeah.
Curb stomp him.
I have my cat claws because that's my only melee weapon. Can I use my daggers
Your daggers
melee?
are melee weapons.
Oh, okay, cool. With the same bone, like the same
Yeah,
everything.
everything is
Oh, I
exactly
didn't
the
know
same.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, let's do that then.
Welcome to being a rogue. And you have advantage on it because he's prone.
They shouldn't
And he's
have
asleep.
advantage.
And you get sneak attack damage.
Okay, how about an 18?
18 hits.
And again with the 14.
Advantage.
You got advantage
Advantage.
on it, so you
Oh.
gotta roll. Like, at least make sure you don't crit.
Oh yeah, I'll roll 2 more after that. I rolled that one again.
This is like crit checking.
So 18. Alright, so 18 hits again.
Yeah, so two
So I
18s,
get-
they both hit.
So I get sneak attack on one of them, right?
Yep,
I have advantage.
Both of them, wouldn't she? Or
just one.
Just one
You
per
get it once per turn.
Okay. I've not read the new rules at all.
Yeah.
So
Sneak attack is once per turn.
10, 14 plus 6, 14
Probably a
plus
good
6.
So
Probably.
20.
I remember
20
3.5,
plus-
my buddy snuck behind a dragon and sneak attacked it to death in one turn. Got like 4 hits and he's just like shink, 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 shink.
I got 16 once.
29.
29?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's like 5.
Can I just imagine Miles running up and it's just like leaps, takes her daggers and in his chest.
That's what I was picturing.
Yes.
Well, like a.
Takes him out.
Last
Sorry.
night,
That's
work,
really
I
dumb.
felt
When
like
you're
Um,
like
a bunch of knives
You
and
wanted
I
to
was
just
just
talk
like,
about
or something.
work
Like,
right now.
I'll just do a Hydra.
You don't work.
Multi-headed Hydra.
So, how do you want to do this?
That's how I want to do it.
That's how you want to do
I
it?
take my daggers running, jump, boom, and land on top of him.
Okay.
And then let the daggers go so they go back in and just look up at these guys in the trees.
Okay. Okay, so as you're running, you take like that one step to get a little bit of momentum, and you use your feline legs to push up. And it's a rather high jump, like about 10, 15 feet in the air. And as you come down, you draw your daggers, and they both find almost the same point as you like hook them in, and then you like bounce off of him. And as you look up, your daggers come out of the body back into the holsters. And the other 4 guys, they fade back into the trees and start trying to get away as you have killed
Supposedly their
their
leader.
leader.
Yeah.
The guy in charge.
Right.
Uh,
Awesome.
but I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Does the guy explode?
12?
12?
Yeah.
So,
This is where I die, guys.
as
Hashtag
you...
words for Gavin.
Hashtag verse, right.
Killed somebody, dies. Yeah.
As you are, leaped off the body and you're looking up, you hear it for a second, but you don't quite react fast enough.
Oh.
And you take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
But an
not
arrow
good.
has hit you in the arm, and it has another message
Cool.
rolled up on it for you.
Covered in blood now.
And the message says, "Go home."
Okay. That's fun.
Where is home is the question.
Right? I was
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
Psalm is home, right?
Aww.
Aww.
That's the
Didn't
fucking
we discover that
canon-
2 weeks ago?
canon
Right?
ship.
Like everybody loves Psalm.
That's the new ship. Aw.
Okay. Alright.
Psalm and the party. Is that the ship?
Yes.
Psalm and the party. Psalm and Hamath fucking shipped.
I'm avoiding him.
Shit's about to get
Alright,
awkward.
I'll head back to Denver. I guess.
Demeril or Jonta?
Oh, Jonta.
Yeah,
we
keep
were in
in mind.
Jonta. Yeah, we were in Jonta. Right.
Okay, so you start heading back to Jonta. Okay.
What?
You
Just chilling.
are fucking in prison.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Jail or prison?
Throwing a ball against the wall,
Jail or prison?
catching it.
in prison.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, he raged against like 15 guards. So, prison. And I left it. I was like,
So you know how to make soap bars with pieces of rope in them, so I can not drop it.
right.
It's like a Wii strap. You know?
I thought you would be the one to want to drop
Yeah.
Oh, touche.
yeah. Tom,
No, I'm the
with
person
you.
running around the shower just knocking soap out of people's hands.
Fuck your soap.
So, because you weren't here, the prison that they are in, as you enter the 2 double iron doors, has a like a small desk where like a clerk would sit.
She's here.
Where you at?
Yeah.
That was in 2 weeks ago.
I just thought it was a jail. I thought
No,
you referred
it's
to
a
it as a
prison.
jail last time.
It's a prison,
Yeah,
like a
okay.
large prison.
No, I'm just hanging out quietly.
Just sit in your cell quietly.
Mhm.
Across the hall from you, you see Tom, and he's still sitting there as, the high priest. And then you see like a flicker, and then Tom is Tom,
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
back to being a rather large half-orc thing, just chilling, naked.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
He was
Probably
naked when he drank it.
Yeah, probably 75% of the time he's been naked.
Yeah,
in this too,
most
so.
of the time he's been naked.
Yeah.
But as the guards come back around, they see Tom, and they look to you and say, "Where did the high priest go?"
Escaped. I don't know.
No one escapes from this prison. And they turn, and they walk out of the hallway and then back in with 3 more guards. 3 guards
We'll see
stand.
again.
3 guards stand, like, facing the door, swords drawn. 2 open the door. It appears with 2 different keys at the same time. The door opens. They go in and lock the door behind them. And they start beating the shit out of Tom, interrogating him. And you can kind of make out, like, the muffles of what did you do with the priests, and they're just whooping the shit out of him. And it does appear that they have been, like, not feeding him or not taking care of him for the time that he's been in here. Regular beatings. They come back out, and they leave, and you hear a voice a couple of cells down. If you would like to introduce your character.
What did happen to the priest?
That's never been the priest over there. That's always been Tom.
He's a big fella.
Yep.
Don't think staying here is going to help you guys out too much, though.
Look, like Tom's like my best friend. I'm not trying to leave without Tom here.
Describe my character.
Yeah.
He's about 5'6".
Mhm.
Got kind of grayish blonde hair, like looks a little older. Lanky. Doesn't look the most athletic. Can't really help that. Don't judge him. He's got a black shirt on that's got button-down lapels. Like kind of weird rosary-looking thing going on his left arm. Loose pants, boots. Just kind of weird vibe about him as well.
And from your prison cell, you can kind of glance around and see him kind of leaned on the bars trying to talk to you.
How far down are they?
So if you imagine like standard prison cells
Mm.
with like rather thin brick walls between each cell, he would be in like the closest left-hand cell.
Okay.
So left and right would be opposite sides of the hallway.
Okay.
You are about 3 cells down on
Okay.
the right-hand side, so across from him.
Gotcha.
What do you mean staying here won't do us any good? Do you have a way out?
Maybe. I might, but I need help if I get out of here. Because I have to save the world. You hear him mutter that.
I can help. As soon as out of space, eyes get wide.
Yep.
Save the world.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, pretty much.
It's awesome.
That's so you see the both of you hear the door to the hallway open again, and you see a rather large, even for a half elf, it's a larger man comes in, full plate armor, a helmet that is adorned with different types of spikes and horns, and a a broadsword across his back. Strides in like he owns the place. Orders 2 guards to unlock Tom's cell. And they grab Tom, manacle him, feet and hands. And he says, "You've done your last deed for the day." And they start to take him out. And the door slams shut rather hard. But the guy in the full plate armor is still in there.
Hold that thumb.
You got it. Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, as the rather armored half-elf comes, another 2 guards come in, open your cell,
Great.
manacle you,
Great. No, I'm not going to do anything.
start to
Okay.
take you out. The same thing happens with you.
Okay.
Manacle you, take you out. As you are led out of the chamber, you're led up several different spiraling staircases to another large open room where the magistrate sits on basically like a larger throne. There are 2 tables with hooks, like rings, where they go and manacle you to these tables. So it's you, Tom, and Ward right there, all manacled rather tightly to
Ward.
these tables. And then a very staunch looking, about 6'2", blonde, like really blonde haired, high elf comes in, and she sits at the table across from you. And this is apparently a trial room.
That's what I was guessing.
And so they go through, and the magistrate comes in. You're all ordered to stand. She sits, lets you sit down.
I don't sit down.
You don't sit down?
I don't sit down. I pull my book out of nowhere. It's slamming on the table in front of me.
You can't. You're literally manacled to the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I slam my hands on the table and I say, "Your Honor, this is obviously wrong. Something that's gone horribly awry here."
She makes this gesture.
I'm starting to lean
A
a little bit.
heavy club hits you in the back of your knees.
Okay.
The chair is shoved, and you sit. Whether
sit
you
and kind
want
of pout.
to or not. And the magistrate looks across to the other half-elf woman and says, "Let's get on with this then." And the half-elf woman proceeds to describe how you were arrested for inciting riots through religious propaganda. And you were arrested for aggravated assault on several different members of the prison guard staff.
They assaulted me first.
And Tom was arrested initially as the high priest, and now is being tried for high treason for impersonating the high priest, who is also a wanted man.
We fucked up.
Wait, so the high priest is a wanted man too?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
That's like the worst person to disguise himself as.
there was a
didn't
rather
know he was
long
wanted.
plan.
It didn't work out. Okay.
I object mightily to my charges, and then they read theirs. I'm like,
Don't worry about it.
Right, like half naked barbarian, full naked half orc. Like, oh, okay.
It didn't work out.
The magistrate looks over some of the other notes and looks directly at you and says, "What have you to say for yourself?"
I was simply explaining my position as far as Shingatov and his approach to this world and how he is going to eat us all if we don't do something about it. Now, you can continue to arrest me as much as you want, but that's not going to stop the truth from coming out. If we don't do something about this now, when he comes, we're all going to be fucked.
She looks to, like, the bailiff that's right there. I see what you mean. I'm going to release you today, but I would suggest that it would be in your best interests to not spread your propaganda around Jonta again, because arresting you will not be what we choose next time. Spread your propaganda elsewhere. If you come back to Jonta, I would suggest you keep your lips together. And she dismisses you. They come and pull your manacles off of the circle, and they, not so gently, lead you down the stairs and back outside. And then as you are at the exit of the prison, they take off your manacles and kick you in the back into the ground. And you are essentially a free man.
Alright.
Um,
When I land, I yell at them that the end is nigh and they will all pay for this.
They just slam the doors shut. The magistrate turns to you. What have you to say on your behalf?
Well, we were.
It's really.
I think her pizza was hot.
Yeah. Sorry.
We were trying to stop a lich and the lich's daughter from taking over the town of Jonta.
Andrew, I want to meet my best friend on the underside of this bus.
Right?
Again.
Okay.
First time.
Who is this lich that you speak of?
Well, nobody in this town seems to know, but it's his name is Aubron. He has since killed the high priest.
Do you have proof of this?
Go out towards Damaril, and high priest's body is probably laying somewhere on that path.
I will tell you what. Conditionally, you may go. You will be free today. Bring me the body of the high priest.
Okay.
You will be free, no questions asked. If you fail, I will have the guard hunt you until the end of the earth, and they will bring me back your head alone.
One guard? I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay.
Wait, one guard? I'm sorry, you're up. It's
I
reflex.
didn't mean it. I forgot
one?
that guard is also plural.
The guard.
Guard is also a very
It's like
large
moose.
group of people.
Moose or
Capital,
moose.
capital G.
Okay, so you are released.
There we go.
And then the magistrate turns to Tom. And you guys, as you're leaving, the magistrate turns to Tom and says, "What have you to say for yourself?"
I need him on my mission. I say as I'm getting pushed out.
She has the guard stop for a minute and says, "High treason is not something that we play around here with. And given his unfortunate disposition, he will be made an example."
An example of leniency?
And
I hear from outside.
they lead you down, and they also, when they release you, kick you out, throw your stuff out with you.
All my stuff.
All your
I have
stuff.
my megaphone.
All your stuff.
Wait, you have a megaphone?
I
Yeah.
also
This is the
have
matchmaking
Wait,
pivot.
barbarian.
Oh my god, I have a megaphone for him.
Who has
That
the
is
barbarian
fucking wild.
piano?
Huh?
Who has the barbarian piano?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say he's probably about to die. I don't know.
I don't think he has it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
The city of Jonta.
The city of Johnson now owns
The
The
barbarian.
barbarian.
Oh no,
A
it's
xylophone.
probably
A
left
xylophone.
in the caves.
Do what?
It's probably left back in the cave.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
'cause he
that's
had it.
accurate actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had it back then.
I forgot he had it
I
before
did
you
too.
guys went to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's down. It's like 8 miles under a mountain.
I mean, Auburn could have taken that with him.
Probably not. He really doesn't have any use for that.
Alright, time to taunt these bitches.
To be 100% honest with you, neither did we.
No.
He has no
He just
use
starts
for
playing
it.
Fly to the Bumblebee every time he walks somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Has it strapped around like a guitar
Why
or
did-
something like
The first ever keytar.
This is a good plan.
That's a great plan.
This is why the world isn't over yet. He's fucking with his telephone.
This is why we need to save it.
No, we need to. No,
This is the
we're on
coolest
clock.
shit ever. Hold our plans.
Chopsticks.
We have until he masters the xylophone
Everything
to
stops
save the
getting
world.
destroyed because he's just sitting there.
No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your little toy again.
Okay.
It's now his phylactery.
It's now a board
Right.
book. Sling.
So now, as you are outside, you are also on the ground directly beside of Ward. You two are in the inn. That's where we're going to leave you guys for a minute. You two are in the inn. You wake up from your nap. Bubble is gone. It's more toward night now. What would you like to do? You're in the same inn, right? Or you're in the B&B, you're actually in the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should probably go see if I can find some.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm gonna try to find both of you.
And you don't know where either one of us
Hey, you went to the jail.
Oh yeah, you did know that. Sorry,
Yeah.
forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, they did know.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna try to find you guys.
you make your way out and start heading toward where you would assume the prison is, based on the looks of the outside. What are you wanting to do?
I don't know. Like I said, I think we all need to like regroup, because
Like literally?
yeah, like we
Yeah.
I mean, we came here to deliver the book, and we did that. Go team.
Right.
I mean, I guess I'll go see if the
Alright, this month's
deliver?
probably gonna have a pep talk with everybody because
It's been a rough time.
What book did you guys deliver?
They're talking about the book you delivered, Ding Dong.
They weren't with me.
I know.
Yeah, but we
They
know-
came to make sure the book got
Remember?
delivered.
Oh.
We found you in the library.
yeah. I don't know. Let's go see if it sees me attacked by goblins again. That was fun.
Okay. So as you make your way outside, you don't hear any war drums anymore. You can see down at the end of the street, there are two figures. One appears to be the barbarian that was with you, laying on the ground. And you see, as you look left and right, you see a drawer around the corner.
I'll walk up to the barbarian, just like, well, this is a familiar sight.
Oh, damn.
I'm shoveling my shit
It
in my
is.
backpack.
It's because you
Gotcha.
knocked you over in the fight.
Mhm.
That was good.
That was a good fight. That was solid.
Well, it was a fist fight against a monk.
Well, he technically uses axes on
I did
you,
pull
so,
my axe, right?
you know, fist fight is iffy there.
It's an fist axe fight.
It's
Kick punch, man.
It looks like someone brought an axe to a fist fight. It might be fucked.
So, all of you managed to converge on the prison. You see, or been kicked out of.
Yeah.
Converge and kicked out of.
It's rough to get
And-
kicked out of prison.
It's weird when you get kicked out of
Yeah.
prison. It's real
yeah,
odd.
that's opposite.
They have never been kicked out of a bar. Been kicked out of prison.
Which is
Only a barbarian could do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, well, that's the thing. Like, they want you to stay in the bar to keep paying them.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys all converge on each other, and you two see Ward, who already gave his description earlier, kind of getting himself up off of the ground next to Sam. And as you are making your way back, you crest the city gates of Jonta.
Yep.
And you see all of them as well.
So I have my hood down. I'm just like walking because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Right.
I'm just like, la, 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 la. Can I like literally run into them? Like I'm like not.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm out of it.
So you basically trip over Sam
Oh yeah, because he's on the
And
ground.
and fall into Adrora.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
I'm muttering something about I hope that he eats this fucking place first. And I'm gonna go find somewhere that isn't just going to lay over and die.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Are you okay?
Alright, well, that solves that. So, what's our next move?
You're still
What
here.
about... I was promised a lich to punch? A lich to punch?
A lich to punch.
Yeah.
What does everybody look like, if you don't mind me asking?
A dwarf.
A dwarf. He's Gimli.
I'm a
Yeah.
7 foot tall cat, basically. Like
Okay.
a leopard, like a walking leopard.
Okay, Tabaxi, is that what they're called?
Tabaxi,
Okay, Tabaxi.
I'm a wood elf sorcerer, so I'm 4'1".
Okay,
6'3", red-haired monk.
okay.
He's basically a skinny version of this guy.
Yeah. Beard and all?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Just grew it.
Just now.
Yeah, just like overnight. Like, actually, I was just sitting in the bar, just...
Use the key point, grew a beard. That actually would be
What
an
happened to
interesting
your
thing.
beard?
Huh?
Your fake beard.
I don't know. That was random. So, as you guys all have now converged on each other, been thrown out of prison, or literally ran into each other, what would you guys like to do?
Well,
He's got
I
a
don't,
quest.
I was gonna say, I don't have time for your guys' shit right now. Trying to set liches free, destroying the city. I have to go find this body to exonerate me and my friend.
Okay. Can we sleep first? I really need to rest.
How long did I have?
Huh?
How long did I have?
They just said go get the body and bring it back.
Okay. Eventually.
Just do it
There
at
wasn't
some
a
point.
specific time frame.
But I should probably
you
get
should
the
probably
body.
do it soon.
Relative.
Okay.
Did I hear something about a lich?
We know where that is, right? Relatively.
Yeah, this is a lich's daughter here.
Oh yeah, this is her.
Wait, she's the lich?
Adora.
Yep. No, she's the daughter of a lich.
Oh, okay. That
She
was
might be a
weird
lich. We actually don't
Are
know.
you a lich?
She freed a lich.
Yeah.
With
She's
the help
the
of
reason-
That's a new
everyone
chip, Frito
except
Lich.
with the help of these two.
I didn't.
How old
touch
is
the
this
box.
lich?
At what point did I help?
You guys
man?
freed a lich?
No, she did.
No, I didn't.
I did not touch it. I
I
didn't do
didn't
anything.
get a book.
with it.
I didn't
get a book.
rob a shop to
I
get
also
blood.
didn't go.
I didn't.
I did not go to the high priest.
I didn't go to the-
I did nothing with
Yep,
this book.
I'm pretty
It was
sure you
all
were
hers.
This
involved.
is what I got roped into.
Literally every step of that.
And I'm not even lying.
Really, you got the water
You
for it.
got
I did not do anything.
I didn't
Trying
get
to
the
play his
water.
bingo
I had
card and things
nothing
I
to do with
punched,
this
and a
lich.
lich is like right here.
Technically, you
water
did
for
have.
it.
You need to make that row.
I didn't
Yeah.
do shit.
That's because you just kept taking off on your
What do
own.
you get if you win the
That's
bingo?
because you just went off and did your own thing. You didn't bother to.
I was
Bingo.
misled this
Don't worry about it.
entire
And bingo is
time.
its own
Well, no, I'm not
reward.
actually
Yeah.
saying any of this.
Oh, okay. I know, I literally did nothing. That's fucking.
Now, I'm very curious about the lich, and I asked how old he is.
How old's your dad?
Yeah. Daddy's girl.
No.
I'm gonna go sleep.
So you're going back to the inn?
Yeah, I've got no hit points.
I guess I'm gonna go crash with Mal.
If you have no hit points, how are you conscious?
Well, I mean, I have not many.
Metaphorically, none.
So it is, judging by the sun, you guys get that it's about 8:30 at night.
Okay. I'm gonna eat first then.
I would rather go to sleep because like if I gotta go on that path, I gotta fight some werewolves, and I'd rather just go get the body first thing in the morning.
Cool.
Sounds
I'll go with
good.
you. I'll go with you.
I just start shadowing them.
Okay.
Do we make a new friend?
Maybe.
Hi. I'm Mal.
Maybe.
I'm Ward.
It's kind of crazy.
I heard that.
Oh, what? No.
You're right, though.
Yeah.
What? I stopped the goblin horde.
Oh,
attacking
right.
the
You guys
city?
lived through that. I forgot about it. Sorry.
They did live through that shit. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Two
2
on
on
20.
20.
They like retreat, or are they still coming?
It was like 2
They
on
retreated.
2,000. Like, it was a lot.
It was 2 on 100.
Still.
That's a lot.
That's pretty good though.
100 goblins and a bugbear.
You
It's
didn't
not
even
that
need
bad.
us, so good job. High five. Yeah. You take 1 point of damage because I actually put my claw
So as you guys are all heading over to the inn,
I'll make you do it.
What? Oh, I know. That's fine.
as you
What'd
guys
you
are
just
all
say,
heading
Dora?
over to the inn, you, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Keep her away from that, but it's not
Dora hasn't said anything.
gonna. Natural 19 plus 9.
Yeah, that's so. This time, you manage to catch an arrow as it comes seemingly from mid-air, like
Awesome.
way up high in the air. You just catch it, and it's almost like it was fired hard enough where you actually like catch it before it hits the ground. You open it up.
It's a public insurance clearinghouse check.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys all head to the inn.
I go to my B&B.
You're gonna go to your B&B. Okay. So she keeps going around the corner.
Once again, why I can't trust her.
You hear that as you're walking away. And so you guys all go into the inn.
Can I do like? Do I start to like notice that they're kind of like against me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's been obvious.
You're not hiding it.
No, it's been obvious.
23 to get there.
Okay. Okay. I really need to make like a little cutout where I have like everybody's passive perception.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really helpful.
Especially for crazy people.
Right. Like, oh, sure. So you guys all head into the inn. You're headed to your B&B. You're greeted at the door by the same little blonde half-elf that always greets you.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, you're back again.
Yep. I'm out of jail now.
You went to jail?
No, I'm just messing with you. Can we get a drink?
It's not nice to joke about things like
Oh, okay.
that.
My bad.
Wait, which inn are they at? Are they at the one with like the major alcohol, or are they at the other one?
Someone was like the major alcohol.
Oh, they got
The
the
first
purple
one that
egg?
you guys went to.
No, you mean the second.
That was the first one.
No, the first one is the one she's gonna go blow up probably.
Yeah.
Terrorist.
Which also had. Oh no, you guys
No.
brought that keg. Okay.
It's the
So-
Dragonborn place, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the place with the extremely hard liquor is further down the street. So like, what can we get started for you?
I haven't had an ale in quite some time now. How long was I in
Okay.
jail for? Like 6 hours?
No, just like
A day.
I'm just messing with you guys. You can't know. Jokes.
Roll a deception check.
Nice.
Natural 18.
Okay, you win. She's like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
Joke.
Jokes.
This is where you need the barbecue peanut.
ask for some variant of whiskey and clap her on the shoulder and say, "Do you have a moment to talk?"
Maybe when I get off of work, is she kind of like
Nice.
inches away from you?
I will wait for you.
Anything for you?
Buy him an ale.
Oh, you got it. Any food
My meal?
for you gentlemen? Any food for
Yeah, I'll take something. Surprise me.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. She heads back, puts in your guys' orders. It's a couple minutes. She comes back. Big leg of lamb. Big leg of lamb. Big leg of lamb. Ale, whiskey, and ale for you as well. She kind of sits them all out on the table. If you need anything else, I'll be around checking on you all. And she goes around and starts checking on other tables and helping people out.
I said I'm gonna go to the other one with the strong alcohol because I'm never going back to that other end again since
Okay.
they don't like my friend.
Okay.
Which friend, Lulu?
Tom. Tom wasn't welcome there.
You're gonna blow it up, probably.
No, I abandoned that. I have more important things to do.
Okay. So you go back to the other end.
Go to the short little dragon gun and have a drink.
Okay. So, how strong do you want your drink?
I don't know, just
It is-
surprise me.
He's like,
That seemed very unoffended. How strong do you want your drink?
he's like, surprise you? What do you think this is? A kid's birthday party?
My gold piece down.
He grabs it. How strong do you want your drink? He walks over. Start.
Tasting all the merchandise.
Don't die, or do.
Nod at him. I go sit in the corner.
So you, after everybody comes in, you kind of slink your way down. And the only way to get to the basement is through the kitchen.
Awkward.
Right. But your stealth check was really high. So you managed to like sneak
I
in
work
as
here, guys.
people are turning to do different things. You just kind of slink down.
Nice.
And as you get into the cellar, there's nothing but like racks of different kinds of wines and different kegs of ale and large empty casks where there might have been food stored and shipped. And,
Okay.
Sitting in the corner though is a stick with a mask on top of it. Same white mask.
Oh.
And it's just kind of chilling there.
Okay. Can I go investigate?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 24.
24.
No. Yes, 25. Sorry,
Okay.
I did it right.
So, as you walk over toward the mask, you notice that the floor right in front of the stick holding the mask up has like
Yeah.
a line around it. And as you step onto the floor kind of gingerly,
time.
Yep.
you feel it shift just a bit.
Mm.
So you put all your weight on it, and then it shifts around, and there's now a hallway.
Awesome.
It's pitch black.
Yeah.
Your dark vision immediately lights up.
Yeah.
And you can see on the walls like all the cuts out of the brick, and it is just a straight tunnel, just headed as far as you can see down.
Should I go in?
Okay, so you start heading all the way down into the bottom of this dungeon-esque hallway,
Yeah.
and it leads straight down until you get into an opening. And as you break through the opening, torches start to light all the way around until they reach the very edge, and then they go up one, and they light a second floor.
Okay. This sounds awesome. Yeah.
And then when
Terrifying.
they light, so they light from the opposite side. So
Yeah.
these lit from this side
And then
around,
that.
this side lit around this way, and then
Awesome.
this, a line of fire lights into a chandelier. And it's not like a typical chandelier. It's like the fire went up and then fell out of the ceiling, and a brazier hanging from the ceiling lights. The room is completely illuminated.
Okay.
Standing at the other side of the room are 12 of the same masked figures, but 4 of them are shorter, like a lot shorter.
Okay. Okay.
And they stand there.
Does anybody look like they're in charge?
They all
Are you gonna
are.
kill them?
They are.
What else am I supposed to do?
They all are evenly spaced. You know, across.
So they're across from me?
Yeah, they're all the way across
How
the room.
big
from
is
you.
the room?
The room is roughly 30 feet in a circle.
Okay. They're not moving, talking, doing anything.
Yep.
What do I see otherwise?
Roll a perception check.
It's gonna be a 22.
A 22. Okay. So as you step that first foot in and all the lights start to illuminate, your vision is kind of taken off guard for just a fraction of a second. Then you can see, almost on like a pedestal on the first level, there are walls lined with more people in the mask.
Oh,
And then up on the second level, as if
Sorry.
oh, cool. That actually,
Good job.
that was easy. So on the second level, it's like people looking in a balcony, like sitting,
Shit.
looking over in the same
Yeah.
masks,
Oh my god.
all the way around, just wall to wall lined. The only place there's not people sitting watching are the door that you just walked in. Literally everywhere else.
So like literally like I see like random people like right next to me almost. Like,
Right.
It's like fuck.
Right.
God damn. First of all, how the fuck do all these people get down here?
How did all those people get down there?
They live down there.
They're just whole people.
Hermit. It's everyone with a hermit background.
They're just constructs, just waiting, just sitting there.
Whenever you create a character, they leave.
Right. This is the character creation zone. Please allocate your hit points.
That was playing the badass.
Right.
I hit random.
Anyway.
I can't carry anymore.
So I'm not gonna fight all these people because I don't want to die and I have 25 points because I didn't get to heal yet. I'm just gonna take a step in to the room, like a little bit past everybody.
Okay, so as you advance into the room,
This is one of the guys who works there.
2 of the figures on either side push the doors gently closed. Like not. They're like trying to literally keep the doors quiet.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
and as they close the doors, they step in front and stand just completely silent, and their movements weren't making any noise. The door seemed really well taken care of, so it didn't make any noise. Then the 4 shorter figures take a step away from the 12, and so they're kind of converged in on you, and they're still standing in. Because of that perception check, in the middle of the room is another circle with a large mask printed on it, like painted, with feathers that hang off of the mask.
Awesome. Okay. I don't Wait, am I on the mask yet? Like,
No.
am I walk?
Nope.
I'm gonna walk to the middle of the mask.
Walk directly to the middle. So as you start
Just-
taking steps forward,
Mm-hmm.
the four start taking steps forward, and they meet you.
Yeah.
Basically on the nose of the mask.
Cool.
You guys are standing there.
So literally, they're like here. I'm like, hello.
Right, they're-
I'm 7 foot tall.
You can tell they're like halfling size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're not looking up at you.
Yeah.
They're looking straight ahead.
This
And
is some Gretchen in the mirror bullshit.
They move. They move to where they're now in like a semicircle around the front of you.
Yeah.
And one produces a mask. One produces a set of the feathers. One on the other side produces the collar. And the one like second to the middle produces a small like vial, basically. It's about this big, full of a black liquid.
That's obvious.
And they are standing there holding them as if waiting for something. None looking at you, like
Yeah.
up at you, just looking straight ahead.
Can I just do like a circle of a sweep to make sure there's nothing behind me?
Yeah, there's nothing behind you.
Yeah.
Everyone is sitting perfectly silent, perfectly still.
Do I know what that black liquid is? Would I know if I looked at it closely?
You could certainly try to figure it out.
Come on, guys. WWLD. What would Lulu do? She would chug that shit. I wonder what this is. Let's find
That's
out.
literally, I was like,
And where's Lulu now?
right?
In
Oh.
Zara's imagination.
Lulu is dead.
Yeah. Okay. So they're like here, right?
Yep.
There's four of them.
Yep.
Can I just reach out and take the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you take it, the figure basically lifts it to you.
Awesome. So then I take the rest of the things.
They don't let you have them because
Okay.
you still have the mask in your hand.
Oh, I'll put it on. I
You
guess.
put the mask on.
Sure.
Okay, so you put on the mask,
Yeah.
and as you lift your head, you can see in this room now, because of the mask, there are other pillars in the room, and behind the 12 is a pool.
A pool?
A pool, like a large pool.
Yeah. Of what?
Can't tell. It's just a pool.
That's creepy as fuck. Okay. But I can still see everything else,
You
right?
can see
I just
everything.
like, but like everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like this mask. Can I take anything else yet?
You can try.
Okay, I'll take whatever's next in line.
So the bracers.
Yeah.
Or the wristlets.
Whatever with the feathers on it.
So you take the wristlets and you put them on, and in this space, your hands feel a little bit lighter. Like they can move a little better.
Interesting. Okay. And then I'll take the next thing. There's the hood.
The vial
Or
is
whatever.
next.
Oh, the vial's next?
Yeah.
Alright.
Or do you want to take the collar?
Do I think they're presenting them in order on purpose?
Roll an intelligence check.
Intelligent. Oh, maybe I'm 19.
19.
Yeah.
So you get the feeling like you could probably take them in any order, but it was just who happened to have that particular item just happened to be standing there.
Okay. Then I take the collar.
You take the collar.
Yeah.
As you put on the collar, you feel almost like it's trying to strangle you, but it doesn't hurt, and you can still breathe. Can't really tell anything else about it, just that it feels like you're being strangled.
But I can breathe. And
But you
it's
can
not like-
breathe, and it just
Stop
feels like,
anything.
that tightness around your neck. Like somebody has their hands around your neck, but not to hurt you, just to hold you.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah. Then I take the vial.
Okay. So as you take the vial from the hands, he uncorks it and then hands it to you.
Chug.
The entire auditorium chug.
Just quietly.
The
Do a
entire
vial stand.
the entire auditorium is shots.
Someone in the bleachers. Oh gosh, sorry. There's no hair there. I went to I drink it.
Okay. So you drink it.
Yeah, I thought we were dead.
Nothing happens.
Roll your new character.
It tastes
Right?
it tastes exactly like water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it water?
And then basically.
Mostly.
Alright.
And
Well,
then
there's the
as
poison
you-
too. But
Right? A little drop of poison in there.
The
As
water's
you-
mostly poison.
as you
anyway.
drink the four-
Other way around.
open, like they move to where they're open toward the pool. The rest of the 12s turn and give you a path to the pool.
Oh shit. Guys, follow their lead.
Time to be baptized.
Right?
They're gonna
Colt
shove
101, get in the
So
water.
as
They're
you,
gonna shove a cat in the pool.
Yeah, this is a problem.
this is a big
Like,
problem.
Well,
I'm
they
a
already
bit-
put a
I'm a
collar
bit-
on the cat. Now they're gonna baptize it.
Well,
as long as you're not in a
also,
sack, you should be all right.
Also,
She's a house cat now.
my flaw as a tabaxi is that
She's
I have
terrified
a
of
minor phobia of water and hate to get wet. So.
So as you get closer,
Uh-huh.
you notice that the liquid in the pool is that dark crimson color.
The same as the vial?
The
Or no?
vial was black.
Oh, the vial's black. Okay.
Yeah, but the same crimson color that's around the feathers.
Oh yeah. Okay. Are there are there like stairs into
So there's
it?
like a small ramp, so it ramps down
and that's
into-
where they're like around.
And they're following you directly there.
I was like gritting her teeth. God damn it. Of course it had to be getting wet. Oh, okay. Alright, well. I'm just gonna slowly walk into it, I guess.
Okay. So as you breach the water, or this crimson liquid,
Yeah.
you're not wet.
Yay.
Your clothes don't even. Your clothing doesn't even float. It just
Oh.
stays hanging exactly where it's at. And you breach further and further into the water.
That was a flashback of childhood learning
You-
about Moses. and
You
kinda
also don't float in this water.
Yeah?
It just, you walk in, your head goes under.
Oh,
For a second, you can breathe.
For a second?
For a second.
for a second. Okay.
And then the breathing becomes a little heavily labored.
Yeah.
And then you're choking.
Okay.
And then your lungs are on fire.
Okay.
And then you black out.
Yeah.
And then you wake up.
Then you roll a new character.
Right? I'm like, well, how many times can I die?
But you don't wake up in the crimson pool. You wake up being held in several different threads. Almost like a web of sorts.
Okay.
Suspended. Everything's falling normally, but you are suspended in like a secondary space, like a different plane of existence almost.
Yeah.
And there is a white mask at the very end of this pitch blackness,
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
and it starts to move closer. And it's just very slowly, and as it moves closer, you start to notice that it was only small because it was so far away. And as it gets closer, it is as large as the mask that was on the floor.
Oh shit.
And it's roughly from bottom to top is about 25 feet. And then about 15 feet wide.
Oh shit.
And it is directly on you.
Yeah.
And it says, in a very low, kind voice, says, I am glad you have been chosen and accepted the path that you will now walk down. Go forth. I will be in touch with you, champion. And then you feel your body kind of come back to that real consciousness where you were underneath this viscous fluid and you were ejected from the pool and land
On my feet.
like on a
Just
streak.
kidding.
Like you're knocked back
Yeah.
and you slide on your
shit.
back out of this pool, and when you cough, blood comes out.
Ew.
And it's not your blood.
Yeah.
Nothing hurts
Yeah.
anymore.
That's all sorts of fucked up.
But the
Coughing up
streaking,
not my blood.
I know who that
the
is
streaking
too.
across
But, you know,
Yeah.
have you ever seen Dodgeball?
also
Smell
looks
red
like
Nobody makes
blood.
me bleed my own blood.
So it's a pool of blood.
And then, like, yeah, that's not how that works.
The four members, the shorter halfling members, they come over and help you up to your feet, and they bow, and the doors open.
The door is like
Like
on the other
two doors
side.
on the other side open.
Oh, okay. I just kind of like, I leave with all my stuff. I hide it all.
Okay.
Like, and then I just walk out.
Yeah. By the time you get to the end of the hallway, back to that
Yeah.
rotating
Whatever.
entrance, you're still completely dry.
Yeah. Awesome.
There's nothing on you that suggests you were ever in that pool.
Cool.
Nothing. You
Awesome.
just step back out.
But I still have all that stuff.
You still have all the stuff. And you step onto the pad and it rotates back around. And you're now in the cellar
Cool.
behind the kitchen.
All right. So, how long was that? Like,
You can't tell from here.
okay.
It is rather quiet upstairs.
All right.
And all of a sudden you hear Barbarian yelling on a megaphone.
Where's my piano?
So,
Cool.
we'll come back to you in a minute.
Yeah.
You are getting fucked up real fast. Like, one drink, like one little sip, and you can feel it starting to, like, dull all of your senses.
Do I start talking to Lulu?
Yeah, if you want to.
This is how we tell the difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it.
What do you think about how they're treating me?
I don't know, since she's not technically saying anything, will I find it offensive?
If she's
No,
talking-
She's more or less
No,
thinking
she's
it.
thinking it, so
Okay.
it's not really talking.
My own consciousness can't be.
Yeah, your own consciousness. Yeah,
That'll be fucked up.
that would be super.
Maybe I'm offensive.
Anything she thinks offends herself. Wow, I'm tired. Why would I think that?
What am I, a little bitch? What do you mean, am I a little bitch?
You're a bitch. No, I'm a bitch.
I'm just going in circles.
5 days of that. Just
Yeah.
Positive
Fuck you.
feedback.
Fuck me. Fuck you. I am you. So fuck me. What?
Oh, God.
Well, if they want to be mean, I guess they don't need your spells anymore.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't even meet him until, like, we got sucked into freeing him out of that stupid. I don't even know what a box.
Yeah, that was a weird box.
Yeah.
Can we make another one?
I'm,
It's an
I'm
awful
not
lot of malachite.
yeah, I don't know how to
Oh,
do
their
that.
subconscious is going straight evil again.
You don't know that.
No, I wouldn't know.
We should resurrect Virden.
Wait,
Yes.
what if we had the box? Could we trap him in it again? Oh wait, no, he undid the spell, didn't he?
We buried it under a mountain.
I'm sure I can dig through it. Take a couple days. I gotta
4
wait,
foot
make
one.
the spell wear off anyways.
4'1".
Hey, I might be able to
He's
swim through.
Just fireball through it all. It's like dynamite.
I have those bombs.
2. You have 2.
I'm pretty sure she had 3.
She has
She has
3.
3.
I'm
Unless
pretty
she
sure
used
she
one
has
we don't know
3.
about.
I thought I took 10.
No, I took
No,
I
you
know
took 3.
No, I took 3, and then you said there were a bunch, so I took 10.
I'm pretty sure.
They would have to be.
I would have to rewatch the
Okay,
video
I
because I'm pretty
thought
sure
it-
you took 3.
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
it
she
was the
took
potions
3
of
as
Haman
well.
that I took more of.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look back at it.
Okay. Oh.
Still.
No, they'd have to be really, really well placed.
I don't know how to do all that.
Maybe
Maybe you could help me. But, like, if they already undid the spell on it because he had the book, he had the high priest, and
Thought
all
that
the
was just to get him out.
ingredients. Yeah, but he probably undid the spell on
Why didn't he just do that in the first place?
it. I honestly have no idea. I don't know him well enough. I didn't even know he was my dad until he told me.
So can we trust him on that?
I don't know that.
Good question. Who knows? But how else would he have known that I didn't know who my dad was?
How many people know who their dad is?
A lot of people. Don't you know who your dad is?
No. Wait. Yes.
But did she know that Lulu knew her dad?
Well, I think I'm still talking to Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea Lulu's dead.
Yeah. Like straight metagame, she thinks Lulu's alive.
Yeah, but what I was saying is that if she didn't know if Lulu knew her dad or not,
Yeah.
even though she thinks that she's talking to a live one, then she wouldn't know whether or not Lulu knew that
She
or
knows some of Lulu's backstory.
not. Okay, I just didn't know. I didn't know what she knew about what she knew what she knew what he
Right, right.
He knows what Lulu knows what she knows what Lulu knows. about
Yeah.
Lulu? I don't know.
But does she know that he knows that she knows that?
Jesus.
Alright, mutual knowledge,
Stop
guys.
right
It's
there.
it's called mutual knowledge.
Yes, mutual knowledge.
I know, I honestly didn't follow anything. Talking about it for a minute, so.
What do you think we should do? I'm trying not to talk to people. You're the only one not getting offended right now.
I don't know if I should find that offensive or not.
Maybe it's because we're both sorcerers or something. I don't know. But what do you think we should do? Should I try to find the box again? Or should I just stay here and keep drinking?
Well, what's the plan? Well, I do like the drinking, but
S'mores.
so do we? Yes.
Not this shit again.
Well,
Now
what's
she'll just be talking to herself.
what's the end game plan? What's the overarching plan?
Get rid of Auburn.
Okay, so it sounds like we need the box
So simple.
and maybe like a really large hammer
What's the large hammer for?
to smash the box. Smash him while in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Would that work? Sure. Well, if he's tiny, maybe.
What's your challenge?
I love how Lulu's crazy fucking ideas are like, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. I'm all rested. I'm good. I guess I should go find the
When did
box.
you get arrested? Oh,
No,
you said
I
arrested.
didn't.
Okay.
No, that was Saul.
She said, oh, you said rested.
Song
Not
got
arrested.
arrested.
I think the more Lulu talks, the more I love her.
I think her responses are my favorite though.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was really tiny.
Oh, you should have heard the s'mores conversation.
So great. There was another conversation going on over that too.
Do you want to go back to the cave with me?
One was semi-relevant, the other is, we should just make some s'mores.
Wanted it in a hag though, so that's also.
And-
Marshmallow.
Anyway,
Randomly.
we
okay,
digress.
Random, like
Yeah.
just out of the blue.
Right.
Okay. Are you
Yeah,
with me?
let's do that. Let's do that.
Should we go now? Wait, nobody will notice if we leave tonight.
That is factual. But I think the werewolves will notice.
I'm tiny. Maybe they won't see me. I can be stealthy. I have some special woodsy stuff. I blend in.
Can you run really, really fast?
In the woods, I don't trip over stuff.
Oh, it sounds like we're good then.
I'm drunk though.
Just throw alcohol at the
But
werewolves.
I'm drunk, which means
alcohol.
I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do it because drunk logic. Alright,
That was
let's
surprisingly
go,
well
Lulu.
thought out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it now.
Alright. And I'm like, I asked I'm like, did I pay?
Yeah, one of those.
I just want to make sure you got your tip.
Pops his head up over the bar. He's
One
like,
of those.
"Did you pay? Are you fucking daft?" Yes. Just get out.
She handed him a
gold
and I lean
coin.
over and I kiss him on the cheek.
He slaps you with his dragon claw. Whap.
You take 1 point of damage.
You do take 1 point of damage.
And I take off, I link my arms with Lulu and I skip out.
We are not here to see that.
Oh my gosh. Everybody in this group's just so insane.
They really are. As you are skipping out, arm in arm, I don't.
My
Like
arms-
a-
How does this work?
No, it's only one arm.
Like
Two,
as
and-
you skip out, like you're holding a small football.
Bad.
You notice that there is some of the guards people from Jonta approaching the door to the inn that you're in, and you notice, kind of vaguely, there are guards everywhere that appear to be putting notes on doors.
Curtsy, it's illegal to not curtsy.
The guard kind of half bows, shakes his head and turns and starts tacking out the sign on the door.
See what they're tacking up.
You guys in the
more of them are
other
doing it.
tavern
We'll find it more.
hear the knocking on the door. No one comes in, just on the door. You're gonna try and find out what it is?
I don't know, I'm asking Lulu. Do you think we should actually look at that or do we need to worry about it?
Well, can people see us reading? Like, do they notice us leaving? Like after we read?
We're invisible.
Let's go to that sign over there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go to some random sign.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Wait. How drunk am I? Can I actually read while I'm drunk?
Oh my god.
Roll an intelligence check with disadvantage.
She like genuinely wants to fail this. Like, can I even read?
I can't read when I'm drunk. 5. No, 8. Plus
Wait.
8. No, 7. I'm sorry. 7.
Do you want me to roll with disadvantage too, or?
I thought you just rolled with disadvantage.
Alright, well, okay. So 8 plus 5.
Yeah, you beat me.
Yeah, so 13.
So what does Lulu think it says?
What does Lulu think it says?
Because I can't read it.
Yes.
Didn't think that was how that was gonna happen, did you?
There's like 2 things that I just really want to say, but I'm like, I can't
Say both.
say both.
Say
Both
both.
of them.
It
It either says this or this.
Alright, it's a wanted poster for you, or it's outlining the new curtsying law.
Well, we just curtsied, so I'm good.
Okay.
So maybe it's good I'm gonna go get the box. Just that way they can't get me.
Yes.
This is solid.
This is the best laid plan ever.
All they really say is bake sale on Saturday.
Let's go. We can't come back here again.
Okay.
Wait, will you try to help me?
Yeah, of course.
But you'll be wanted too.
They don't know me.
But if they catch you with me, isn't that like aiding and abetting or something?
Yeah, I ran a betting
Aiding and
circle. I'm
abetting.
good.
Aiding and abetting.
What?
I ran a betting circle. We're fine.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Let's go. And I skip off again.
Okay, that is where we're going to take our break. So, coming back from the break, we're going to pick up with you two sitting at the bar.
Which two? Us two?
You two,
Mhm.
Psalm and Ward, sitting at the bar, drinking, eating.
I assume I'm there too,
You're
right?
there as
Okay.
well. Eating, drinking, doing your guys' thing. It's still, we're going to say while Mal was gone doing her thing, this is the time that you guys are drinking, having conversations. What would you like to do?
Drink and have conversations.
Drink
Yeah.
and have conversations.
I start out my guy starts out pretty normal. I'm just talking about trying to ask a few questions about the Lich and everything. Getting the rundown of what's been going on.
So ask away.
So I heard you guys had some sort of run-in with a Lich.
That we did. One of our good friends here, one of my good friends, didn't make it out of the cave alive. We had, R.I.P. Lulu.
I've heard that name. That's probably nothing.
Yes. Yes.
After you say that, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, and like kind of hand over the rosary that I'm wearing. It's a little weird. Doesn't look like a normal
It's never fun to
roastery.
lose a friend like that.
That's why I've been trying to keep an eye on Adrora. She's been, that Lich was her father. We thought he was a good guy trying to stop a bad Lich, but it turns out he was evil the whole time.
Well, that's one way to do it. Make him look left, go right, and stab him in the eyes. Kidneys,
Whatever you can get your hands on, I guess.
really.
That went real dark real fast.
It was really the addition of the kidney.
Right.
It's like, I got the analogy, but then you had to carry a little bit further.
One was more deadly than the other.
The eyes, then the kidneys, then just kicking the balls. Which I don't know about. Don't know about.
The little half elven girl comes back over. Anything else to drink for you guys?
I'll take some more whiskey.
Okay.
Water.
Water?
You know me.
Yeah. I remember. She comes back, brings 2 large flasks of ale for you. Brings a standard glass of whiskey for you and some water. She's like, well, if you need anything, looks like the rest of everyone is kind of winding down. So I'll be right over here, just watching if you need anything else. She walks back over to like a little stool, not on the front of the bar, but on the side. Just kind of sits and watches people.
Well, you're pretty abrasive with her. Like, you're pretty abrasive with Adrora over there. Like, if you really want to keep an eye on her, it's the whole, like, keep your friends close and enemies closer type thing.
Yeah. It's just, with Tom in jail, I gotta do everything I can to get him out. I gotta get the high priest tomorrow. First thing, try to save his life. But I'm trying to keep my friends somewhat close.
And as you guys are talking, you see Mal kind of like slink out from behind the bar and then like make her way around to the front entrance and then back around to you guys, almost like she came in through the front entrance, like trying to make it appear. And nobody else really notices. You noticed because you knew that she was gone.
You managed to steal any of that booze back there.
You didn't even bring us anything from the back.
I should have. I'm sorry. I didn't even think. I was a little distracted. I'm sorry.
Alright. Forgive you, kitty.
I drink
Look,
one.
she hates being called kitty.
Yeah. You're the only one that can do it. It's like one of those nicknames, right?
Yeah.
Like.
I get it. Camaraderie between humans. I mean, between friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Drink a little bit more.
I'm not human. You see, like,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
claws, like fur, like.
My bad. Sorry.
Are you a human?
Yes.
Okay.
He is
Are
human.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell. I don't really know.
You all look the same.
Yeah, we all look.
Excuse me, ma'am. That's racist.
So racist.
Like, you're human, right?
Sure.
You're just short.
He's a dwarf.
I know. Mal doesn't know that.
Yeah, we're all the same.
Fucking white people. So, as you're drinking, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. I got a 6.
A 6?
A 6.
You are drunk.
Fuck yes.
So go ahead and make a performance check.
Yep. So, as I start drinking more and more,
Yes.
eventually I get to the point where, as I'm drunk enough, I pull out a large book. It's old, it's all ripped kind of, and it's kind of sutured back together in weird places. The pages are all ratty and nasty looking. 14.
14.
Yeah.
You got there, Ward.
Yeah.
So, you are now in full-on preacher mode.
Okay.
But you don't really notice anybody's really listening to
Okay.
I'm like talking over him. How long have you guys been drinking?
The right way.
I take your other one and I just steal it.
As she takes your other flagon, the half-elf walks back over and puts and takes the now empty one from you.
What is he, Lindy? Like, what?
I've just passed a lot of constitution checks.
Yeah.
You have like constitution checks in reserve.
Do I need to roll this? No. I'm good.
Oh, I critted. Oh, wait, no, I had to use that 20 for a constitution check when I was drinking.
So I get the book up on the table, the bar, start patting it. As I'm talking, I start lapsing into different languages. Like it starts, generally it's common, but it'll go into infernal, so if you speak that, you'll understand that portion. It's dwarvish, so you'll understand those portions. Elvish, if you speak Elvish, then you'll understand those portions. And then, yeah. Common. So it starts talking, it's just like, I found something. Alright. I used to work for the Academy. Did you ever come up with a name for the Academy?
They're just called the Academy.
Oh, okay. I used to work for the Academy, so this book came across my desk. I was a scribe, and they would have me go through and I would just translate all these different tomes and things. Eventually this one came up. And I was supposed to copy it, but I couldn't once I started learning what it was. And I remember it's like dropping in and out different languages. This one tells of something outside of us, outside of our world, and it's coming here. And that's not good.
This is pretty good.
The end is coming, and this book tells us all about how it's going to come. I start flipping through the pages, and they're all fucked up and weird looking too.
All I'm getting from this guy is that he's coming.
I'm not even breathing hard yet, okay?
That was good. Back to this.
I licked my hand.
And I lick my hand.
God damn it.
That is my hand.
I only
raised up from under
understand
the
one and a
table.
half of those languages.
Yeah, I'm only half listening to him as well.
That's the best we can do.
Well,
Right.
even the stuff I can understand, I'm only half listening.
Yeah, because we've already seen his like ravings.
Yeah.
Then I get, if I notice that you guys aren't really paying that much attention yet, then I just look at you and I go, do you guys want to know a secret?
What's he saying?
My back's to him, but I kind of just turn and say, sure. And then I turn back around.
All three of you at one time hear me in your head. I'm not lying.
Okay, if he's not lying, I still don't know what he was saying.
I have no fucking idea what he's talking about, but apparently he's telling the truth.
Okay. Kitty, where'd you go? Where have you been for the past, hour?
Talk about it later.
Because we have plenty to talk about right now.
Yep. Let's talk about this.
Oh, yes, we do.
His name
So
is...
he's coming and he's not lying, so.
That's all I know too.
His name is Shotho Tug.
Shoto tongue?
Shotho Tug.
Okay, was that
Thou
even in a
shalt
language?
Thou shalt
Now
tug.
I'm tugging.
He is coming.
What?
Thou shalt tug is coming.
Dude,
I'm not lying!
stop. This guy's a pro.
I'm not.
What the fuck?
He'll fit right in.
Yeah.
We'll get him
Gets
to meet
more
Tom
pervy the
later.
more he drinks. Perfect for this party.
Wow.
He moves between worlds, and he lands there, and he poisons their waters, and he sets his foot into their earth, and then he eats it all. And then once he's done, he moves to the next world.
You guys get like foot
He
water
puts
eats.
he puts something
Shit,
Yep.
right.
he puts something into the well or cup and then drinks it. Okay. This is what I'm getting at.
Wait, he drinks his foot?
When you say the well, I'm like, yes, the deep well.
Hey, can I get
thought it was
another thing of
another-
ale?
I thought it was another sexy euphemism.
Can I get a shot? I don't know what's going on. I'm just kidding. Just no, not really. What is happening?
The half elf brings back over
Two more.
another 2 flagons.
When she does, I turn around and start saying the same thing to her.
You need to roll a Constitution check, and you need to roll another performance check.
Okay.
14.
14. You're getting pretty well lit now.
10.
Solomon, I want to. We have an early
You
morning,
do have another
remember?
one. Alright. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you notice that nobody's really paying
Yeah,
attention.
I'm
to
getting
you.
a little bit too
It's
drunk.
starting to get you flustered.
Yeah. I start pounding on the table as I'm talking
Okay,
to emphasize things.
there you go.
Okay.
Tell you what, man. See you in the morning. I have to go.
We have a
bed.
long ride. You're welcome to join us, I guess. Or is this your friend? Is this your friend?
Alright, I guess he's fine.
Okay.
Thanks, Kitty.
Well, he already told us he's coming, so no need to
I didn't hear for that. Okay, cool. We'll be here in the morning.
Okay, so you guys are all going to your rooms to sleep.
Yep.
Anybody taking rooms together, or everybody taking separate rooms?
I'll take my own.
Take your own room.
Me and Kitty here are gonna share a room.
Yep.
Okay. So you two in separate rooms and you two sharing a room. Okay. So you guys make your way up to your rooms. Start bedding down for the night. Are you actually sleeping, or are you
I'm going to study the book for more
okay?
time. And then eventually I'll fall asleep.
Okay.
I'll actually sleep.
Okay. You two are up in your room. You're fairly inebriated at this point. You're definitely tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Like a long fucking day.
But what would you two like to do?
I would like to ask her, now that we have gotten rid of everybody else, where have you been? Where'd you go during the tavern? Or were you thinking?
the tavern?
Were you thinking about breaking me out of prison, or were you?
Oh, when you got stuck in prison? Yeah. Well, so I had some business to attend to. And I knew that Tom was in there with you. So the best way to get Tom out was to get some information. So, but I was coming back for you. When I came back in the city, you were already out. So.
Did you get any information that will help us free Tom?
No, on that end I was unsuccessful.
Well, I may or may not. We have to go get the high priest's body on the trail tomorrow.
Why?
Well,
Yeah, how
otherwise,
did you get on a...
otherwise the guards is going to it's more than one. Is going to come hunt me down, and
Oh shit.
I'm hoping that this can prove Tom's innocence, that he did not commit high treason.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tom got charged with high treason.
Yeah. Isn't... Okay, yeah, we should do that. So,
So you should probably get your rest because you look kind of beat up a little bit.
yeah, I'm a little beat up. This is a rough time.
Alright.
It did well, but it was a rough time. Okay. Night.
So, everybody starts to take their rest. You're still studying your book for a little while, and then eventually just
Not off.
like your book is still open, your head is on the book, and you're
Drooling.
asleep.
Yeah.
Just in the book.
The papers are all
Yeah.
soaked.
Because he's coming.
It's a very sticky book.
And now there's a foot involved. I don't know what's happening right now.
Weird foot fetish.
Vaguely
Right,
weird.
right? Yeah.
You, still inebriated, are headed out toward the main gate of the city.
Yeah.
And as you go to leave, the guard stops you for just a second and says,
You forgot to curtsy.
so he sees you curtsy and he's like, he kind of half-heartedly bows like,
That's excellent.
just a word of warning. We've had a bit of an increase in activity at night around here, so if you're one to leave, be a bit careful. I mean, there's werewolves outside. We all know that.
Will they eat me?
Yeah, and you're kind of tiny, so probably.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Are you
He's not very
Are you
offensive.
fucking stupid or something? All right. Maybe it's best you do get
She's
eaten.
officially.
Yes, maybe it's best you do get.
And he just ushers you out the door, shuts it behind you.
Reroll your character.
How many ghosts are going to be in this campaign?
We all have them. Make
Yeah.
us grow. Whoever's.
We're all talking to 30 different people. We all got hats on. We gotta bring in about 10 different hats to each of these. Yeah.
Glasses
We all-
off.
We all have our own group who all has their own group.
We're all everyone's
A
ghost.
DM. We're all their own DMs. Dungeons and Dragonception.
Dungeons Inception.
Yeah.
Inceptions and Dragons.
Ooh.
That'd be
Sounds like an.
We're
sounds
all
like
the
an acid
DM and
trip.
part
It
of
would be
Mac's
sick.
overarching story.
So you are now outside of the gates. The gate is locked behind you.
I don't care about that because I think I'm wanted.
She just snuck by the guard, man.
Yeah.
You were not giving her enough credit.
Alright.
She just snuck by the guard.
By curtsy.
Good thing those curtsy laws are in
So-
place.
Try to take the straightest shot I can to the
No
cave.
face service.
Okay, so
Get
the
used
straightest
to it,
shot
dude.
that you can take to the cave is going to take you down the main road, and then it's going to break off straight through the woods, and then back onto the gravel road that led to the cave.
I'm good with the woods.
Isn't that gonna be a few day trip?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's going to be
just checking.
roughly a day and a half.
Okay.
We should have stolen a horse.
Unless, wait, I forget, how fast can I run in the woods?
Look at your paper. Did you not write it down? Yes, I did.
Oh, right. Oh, I meant, I didn't think you...
Paper. Yeah, Woods Runner. Right
Oh,
there.
I didn't realize you gave it to me.
That's why I give you guys papers.
Yeah, I used to
Well,
get
you
rid of
put
this.
that in there for me. I didn't put it in there. Oh, it only increases it by 5 feet. Oh, wait.
Return in combat.
Dash.
She's gonna.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, well. Now just go.
Okay.
I feel like I
Um,
can't go back to Jonta. Anyways.
Okay. Roll a percentile die. So it's both your d10s. So the one with the double numbers and the one without.
Alright, I don't know which ones.
So the one with the double numbers is your 10s.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me roll the
Those
other
are your
ones.
hundreds.
Let me roll the other ones.
Okay.
38.
38.
38 werewolves come out of nowhere.
Man, the sun really has a problem with werewolves.
We had,
Before I got here, I did not realize
had we
this.
to deal with those at one point?
There would be so many werewolves if that was the case.
There was one time I was playing a game.
So you are,
I complained.
you
like,
break across
I
the
can take dragons. I can take
the road,
magic.
and as
I
you
can't
start to
find
enter the
a
woods,
pack
you
of
see
direwolves
this
every
fog
20
that starts to
fucking
come
feet,
in.
'cause there's no way
And
I
it's
can
just
find
in the
them.
woods. No, it is just in the woods
My
area. You're like 50 miles north of your fog. Like that thing's way back there.
You have fog.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Steamy farts or
But there's like a mist that has settled into this wooded area, and you start to hear the howls of werewolves. And you're heading into the woods.
I'm good. I'm gonna try to hide in the woods in the mist and sneak around in it.
Okay, roll a
What?
stealth check.
Wait, question. How
Okay.
tall? How high up is mist?
It's just on the ground. Like just
So she's
maybe
crawling
maybe a
okay.
foot and
So
a half.
she's
So your
crawling
head
through the
shows.
woods.
Well, that's what I was asking.
No, it's like
Yeah.
it's maybe just up to your like mid thigh.
Oh,
Like
okay.
everybody else's knees, maybe.
So
What
she's
am I
crawling
rolling?
through the woods,
Stealth.
and
Literally. Stuff. She's no.
Disadvantage, right?
Huh? Why would you? Oh yeah, because you're drunk. Yeah.
nice.
Oh. But she would
She's
have
really
advantage.
trying to fail this.
But she would have advantage.
Failing.
She's a wood elf, right? So she would just roll normal.
13.
Hold on. No, it just says she can attempt to hide anywhere where there's light cover.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's night and I match the trees.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because if I stumble, it's not going to make a difference.
Right. You got a 13 total. So you are like trying to sneak through the woods, but every time you step on the ground, there seems to be like a branch that snaps, or like you trip for a second because you're drunk. You
Do
like,
I even
stand back
realize,
up.
though, that I'm tripping?
Not really.
I think I'm being super stealthy.
Yeah.
So is Lulu.
No, it's probably Lulu making all the sounds that she thinks she's not
Wait,
making.
you keep stepping on sticks. You gotta be quiet.
I'm the one that can fly.
Fly!
She actually cast it or just shout the word fly.
That's a good question.
Oh no, I cast it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you cast fly on yourself,
And twigs keep snapping.
and you just start to levitate off the ground.
Yes. I got text.
So you start to levitate off the ground, and now you know you're flying. Which way are you flying?
Towards the cave.
Through the woods, or like?
Dodge
Let's
trees.
Oh
gotta
no.
be stealthy.
Now she's a drunk driver.
Drunk
I
pilot.
believe fly.
Roll.
That's kind of worse. There's a lot more
10
damage
minutes.
this way than this
I
Um,
can fly for 10 minutes.
On this day and a half journey, she can fly for 10 minutes.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Again.
Can
You're
I
gonna
think for
die.
perception?
Yes, you do.
If that's a... Oh, no, it's gone up.
Oh, okay, still not bad.
14.
14. So, as you're flying through the woods, you're kind of maneuvering through some of the trees, but you keep slamming every now and then into a tree.
It's like
You
somebody
take
else's crash
4
landing.
points total over your 10 minutes of bludgeoning damage from slamming into the trees.
It's like a bunch of screams.
Why do you keep hitting me?
We
And
keep
then your
trying to
10
dodge
minutes
the
is
trees
over,
the same
and
direction.
you are now in the middle of this wooded area.
Oh, it feels like home.
Okay.
I just keep trucking along.
You just keep walking.
It's not like I'm tired.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, you just.
Are you sure we're going the right way?
Yes, this is the one thing I can count on.
Okay.
Her background, she like maps in her head. Even if she is drunk, like, I remember the way.
North Star.
Like that fucking beer fest.
I know where we're going. So you keep heading out. I need you to roll just a d20.
Initiative.
Just a d20.
Wait, no, I like this one better.
Let's roll that.
That's a really good one. You should definitely like that one better.
Good. One werewolf comes.
Werewolf.
The big bad wolf comes out and eats me.
So, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Oh.
Let's try this other one.
Dead and Aurora. Lulu, help her.
Nope, not any better.
No, but 5.
5 is better than 1.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Well, it wasn't 2.
Well,
But she
I'm
gets
drunk.
she
I'm
gets
drunk,
something.
okay? That's my excuse.
You're like, there's a thing here. Like, oh, it hit me. Now I should.
I don't see anything.
What did you roll for your initiative?
5. Does Lulu get initiative?
No.
I get your
Where did
initiative.
my pen go?
And then you might be able to use Lulu's spells.
I don't know.
Where did
There's
that
another
go?
one.
Oh, wait a second.
You'll find it eventually.
Yep.
Ooh, battle time.
Da-da-da.
I'm really hoping she goes all Kung Fu
You got a
Master.
5 total?
Yeah.
Sorceress.
Huh.
She's a sorceress.
I know that's what's going to make it great, is that the werewolf keeps trying to hit her, and she's like too drunk and keeps like stumbling out of the way.
I just lay on the ground.
What is your
Is that
AC?
disadvantage? 15.
15? Okay.
Lulu, cast mage armor.
I don't think that works quite yet.
No.
It's not. It doesn't work that way around.
Plus you lose it if you put on armor.
Huh?
You lose mage armor if you put on armor.
I can't wear armor.
Oh, okay.
It's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill me. I'm gonna die in the woods alone.
You have
No,
Lulu
I
with
have
you.
Lulu.
Yeah, you're not alone.
We've survived this before.
What?
We ran, but
Right.
we survived it.
We were on horses.
No,
No, you were on horses.
Yep.
we were knocked off horses once.
And pretty
Okay,
sure
so
you
you were
hasted
gonna
the
take
horses to get away.
10
Yeah.
points of slashing
I did it
damage
twice actually.
as a werewolf jumps from one of the trees and scrapes both of his claws down your back.
Oh.
It's your turn.
So it's really close to me. Huh?
It's on you. Yeah.
Hmm. Make a Constitution saving throw. Lulu's in charge.
What did you cast?
Poison spray.
Oh, that's just 0 level.
Yeah. Well, it's time to let you know.
How much of a dick should I be?
Just
Power
do
word
what
kill.
Lulu would do against a werewolf.
Okay, fucking firebolt.
Firebolt?
Firebolt.
Okay.
Do I get to do both of them then?
Nope.
Oh, damn. So it's just firebolt.
So 23 total.
That hits.
Uh, 14 damage.
Alright.
I kind of wanted to be like, well, you just cast message. Sorry.
Help me!
Who would I send that to?
The werewolf.
You could send. The problem is if you send it to like Sam or something, be like,
So as it
No.
gets hit with the firebolt,
nope.
it like shrugs off the flame and like pats out some of its fur, and then like in the blink of an eye, both claws are back at you, and they hit on either side. Like as your hands come up, it hits underneath into your rib cage and just grips, and, like pulls the skin off, and does another 9 points of slashing damage. And it's your turn.
Fuck you. Which is my best one? I haven't tried this yet.
Go 5 seconds.
I can't decide though.
4, 3,
Fine.
2.
Chromatic orb.
Okay.
But I gotta roll.
Good choice.
Damn it. What'd you roll?
2.
She didn't do much better than that.
I rolled
Wait,
a 5
no.
last time.
Does a 14 doesn't hit, does it?
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh. And I might as well have, 4th level would be what's the first? So I do an extra 3. I normally do 3. So I need wait, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more.
Of what?
8.
2 more D8?
Yeah. Thank you.
From now on, before you make your roll, make sure you tell me what level you're casting it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I planned on doing. I just forgot which level I was going to do.
Okay. 1, 2, 8.
It's like Austin Powers battle music.
28.
28. That's a big hit.
Well, Lulu's Firebolt didn't do much.
It did not.
It was almost max damage.
So you're gonna take 20 points
Ooh.
of slashing and piercing damage as the werewolf gets hit with both chromatic orbs, and then it recoils for a second, and as it charges at you, it digs both claws into your shoulders, and then bites down through the top of your shoulder. Not quite piercing all the way through the armor, but you can feel the pressure just clamp down on you. And then it leaps over you and is now directly behind you.
I'm gonna take a potion of healing.
Okay. Roll your percentile.
I need to.
She's already super offensive. You offend people for an additional 5 more days.
Could that end up overriding that?
Depending on what it is.
Would you add on to it?
Yeah.
Wait, you said percentile?
Yep.
That'd be hilarious. Just 100 days or
Yeah.
something.
87?
Ooh, that sounds like a bad one. That sounds like Fireball to me.
That's
That'd
reincarnate.
be great. It's reincarnate them.
So you got a supreme healing potion,
Nice.
which
Oh, yeah. You can heal.
44 plus 4?
I think it's more than that.
Oh, yeah, that's greater.
So the supreme healing potion is 10d4 plus 20.
Holy shit!
All right.
Dude. I need those.
Why did my dice bag down?
It's just random.
You said 10d4 plus what?
10d4 plus 20.
Here's 4.
Okay.
Up to, but is that, does,
8.
Here's
I got one.
There we go.
can
We got
she
it,
have
we got
more
it.
than what she originally had? Okay, but that might,
Okay.
very easily could bring her back up to full.
Yeah.
6.
Oh yeah, with the potion of Hamath,
10.
anything above your max gets added on as temporary hit points.
That's 10. 2.
That's awesome.
4. 6. 8. 10. 23 plus 20.
43.
43.
So 43 points of hit points
Of damage.
of damage.
You did.
Of reverse damage.
We just give her, I think, 5 more than she started with.
What's
Because she's
your max hit
taken.
What's your
points?
max?
52. So I'm 1 below.
Okay.
Well, there you go, though.
Nice.
That's
That's still a fuckload of.
your.
She was hurt pretty bad.
But what
for
else
her.
happens?
So
Ooh.
The fun part.
you said 87, right?
Yes.
Those 2 readings.
Your perception checks always pass for the
Wait.
next roll 1d4.
Wait, I'm really confused.
Both
I don't remember what all I have
The blue
anymore.
and clear.
Wait, that's mine.
The blue, gold, and the clear are mine. And the other 2 are mine.
You know mine too.
Alright. Sorry. Continue.
Wait, which?
Those
The
are
black and red and the teal lettered ones.
Wait, no, I have one of them.
Yeah, those two.
Okay, what'd you say?
So roll 1d4.
Wait,
Watch
what?
it, the same color.
Roll 1d4.
Damn, I got a 1.
A 1. So for the next hour, all of your perception checks pass.
Nice. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, last time she took one, it was 5 days of offending everybody.
Yeah. You gotta bounce out. you know.
And so you still have your movement and your bonus action.
Okay. Wait, I do now?
You always had your movement and bonus action.
Oh, okay. You said it's behind me?
Yeah.
I passed my perception checks and I know it's behind me?
Yeah, you know it was behind you in the first place.
Oh,
It literally jumped over you after digging its teeth into your shoulder.
Okay. I didn't seem to do that much.
Are you going to use a sorcery point to cast cantrip?
Oh, what is a bonus action?
Is like... I don't know if sorcerers really have bonus action stuff without using
Not really.
sorcery points.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll use the sorcery point because they come back after I
Yeah.
rest. I am going to use one of those, obviously. I'm gonna do chill touch.
Okay.
Oh, right, that's stupid of me. I should have chosen that.
Well, roll to see if you get chill touch or...
Fireball.
14.
You beat me. At least that's just a cantrip.
I mean, I'll just do Firebolt again.
Okay.
Chill Touch and Firebolt are both of my
Yeah.
offensive ones anyway. So 22 to hit.
22 to hit?
Yeah.
That is
5.
5 points of damage.
41.
I was like, that's not 41, but okay.
Okay.
Werewolf just goes up in flames.
Doesn't her wild magic go off every time?
Have we been rolling wild magic?
No.
Well, yeah,
Or is
I
that
rolled-
part
I
of
rolled
the-
every time.
okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I kind of
You
counted
said your
it.
AC is 15?
Yes.
Okay.
Shit. I'm gonna need to, after this offensiveness goes on, I'm gonna need to go make friends with him again.
He's really far away.
You are going to take another 20 points of slashing and piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
Save?
gosh.
Okay.
Do a werewolf?
21.
21?
Oh.
Okay, you're okay.
Not this time.
Or
And it's your turn.
do I get disadvantage being drunk?
I don't want to.
Or if I bled enough that.
You bled enough, you're fine
Well,
now.
and I took a healing potion. That
Yeah.
probably took care of being
Yeah.
drunk. Okay.
Because
My
it's
turn?
magical healing potions. It's your turn.
Touch my hand.
I need one of them. In real life.
You know what?
Ben needs one of those.
Where did my thing go? I can't find it now. There it is. Okay. Magic missile at the.
Darkness.
I love that joke. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile into the darkness. Why? I don't know.
I cast.
I want to do.
Missile.
I want to use the sorcery point to do 2 magic missiles.
Okay.
But I still gotta roll. I got a 4.
12.
Go Lulu.
There you go. Now I
Go
gotta
Lulu.
use my sorcery
So
point.
whatever
real
you're
quick.
gonna use gets twin spelled.
Twin spell
At
fireball.
what level?
Level 1.
I just did level 1. I just doubled it.
Mage armor.
Mage armor?
What? You want to protect me?
Protect us both.
So you want
Is
me to stand in
Lulu
front of
starting?
you?
Is Lulu starting to pick up on the fact
To
that maybe
take over.
Lulu's not real?
Oh my god. Are you making fun of her like, hello, and like sticking his hand in and out of the wall? Like, nothing registered.
So that's a +3 to your AC
Yeah. I'm
temporarily. So 18.
Oh my
I'll just
god.
remember
like-
that.
Wait, if this happens enough time, does Lulu take over Adrora's mind? And then it's just
Nobody knows.
yeah, right, exactly.
What are you talking about? I'm not a Dora.
Oh my gosh.
Brittany, roll a d20.
Yeah.
This is music
For wild
stuff.
magic.
1.
Oh, shit. Roll a percentile die.
Yes.
Let me tear this
Did I
one.
roll a 1 before, or was that on perception?
That was on
That was
something.
I can't
Not
remember.
check.
47.
Sheep.
47.
I have this shit like book.
Hey, I can't offend anybody if I'm a sheep.
Bad. What?
Did you become like a
Fuck
sir-
you say to me,
You said 47.
Yep.
Become a fucking
Okay.
circus attraction. This is really
Give me,
offensive.
give me 2 seconds.
A unicorn controlled by the DM appears in a space within 5 feet of you and then disappears 1 minute later.
Wait, I did not listen
She
to a
did
word of that.
initiative.
Wait, I didn't listen to anything.
A unicorn controlled by the DM appears in a space within 5 feet of you, then disappears a minute later.
Oh,
That is awesome.
She's already
Except you're fucking
crazy.
offensive to everything.
Only if I talk.
Don't talk to the
Don't talk to the unicorn.
Unicorn's like the
Because it is a
other
large
one.
celestial.
She is
How long is
literally
that?
losing it in the woods right
She's
now.
gonna go like
1
that
minute.
for like a lollipop.
We're about to find out that
We're about to.
there's not even a werewolf.
Dead.
Just not hallucinating this whole thing.
She's been.
I don't try to
She's been
pet
hitting
it.
herself. She's
Hold
been
on.
scratching herself.
The campaign ends with a drawer waking up.
All right. No, she's
Oh,
been
it's all a
fight clubbing
dream.
this, guys.
Yeah.
She really just.
You were there, and you were there.
Jesus Christ.
She's just slowly losing her mind in the woods right now.
That's what the shrooms do, man. Take too many of them, you just wander out of the gates.
I killed
She
my
was in the
mom.
forest.
Blue's now in my mind. I'm seeing a unicorn.
Apparently her dad's evil.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's.
I first found out that the Lich was my dad, and then it turns out he's evil.
I can see how that'd be hard on any child.
I didn't even know him to begin with.
I think she's gonna go full on evil.
No, we're
Evil
evil.
campaign.
No, if you guys keep treating me horribly, I might as well go evil.
Evil campaign.
Okay, so
Okay.
as this unicorn appears down seeming out of nowhere in front of you, the werewolf slashes at you from behind. You're going to take 8 points of
No.
slashing and piercing damage. And I need you to make another constitution saving throw.
Wait, and that was with my new AC?
Yeah.
Okay. You said another constitution saving?
Yep.
Is that, yeah, that's 12.
12? Okay. And then the unicorn.
Yeah, about that.
Okay, let's see. Cool. The unicorn gallops to you and slams its hooves down on your shoulders. And in the next blink of an eye, you are back in the tavern that you just left Jonta.
Savior.
She is straight losing her mind.
What?
Did we or did we not just leave?
Did you fall down the stairs? You look really hurt.
Even that is her self-conscious, convincing her she's insane.
I said to go out and check and see what the thingy says.
Okay. So, now that you're not quite inebriated anymore, you can see that it is basically like a flyer, like a game show poster.
Sunday.
It's like, tomorrow morning, execution of half-orc, and then it's got like a little hand-drawn picture of Tom.
Oh, Tom.
It says...
The odds it's a different half orc.
It says...
Okay, Lulu.
And it says, it's like, bring baked goods or old weapons for better seating.
We should get cupcakes. We should bring those s'mores.
Maybe later. Did I actually go? I mean, I guess.
Roll rival intelligence checks.
This is amazing.
12.
Oh, 12 and...
Wait, I get an intelligence check.
12.
Okay.
I don't know, just make it up
13.
13.
13, okay. So maybe later.
Thinking about
Trying to
it.
decide. I'm like, well, I am pretty banged up, so I probably did go out. But how did I end up?
You hear right behind you as you're like up moving around, like a.
And
then you hear
the
the
werewolf.
like the clomping of the hooves.
And then it disappears.
Yeah, right. It's
Unicorn.
like slowly into the window.
Right there.
You saved me.
Why did you talk to it?
I can put you right back the fuck there.
It would be cool as though if I came out like in the new Jumanji and I landed on top of the werewolf.
What?
That could be kind of cool.
You're just gonna ride it.
No.
Yes, ride the werewolf.
Ride the werewolf.
Ride on it. Yeah. It's all 4 foot.
That'd be a very confused werewolf.
We'll get to the cave so much faster if we ride the
This
werewolf.
is how a drawer dies.
Look how much fun we're having.
He's rolling a bunch of stuff up. Alright, roll initiative. You're fighting the unicorn now.
As you turn and start to talk to the werewolf, or
No,
to the werewolf, to the unicorn, it like shakes its head and then raises up, and both hooves slam directly into your chest. I need you to roll make a strength check.
Oh my god.
But you're also going to take 22 points
Oh!
of bludgeoning damage.
1.
and you are knocked prone.
Well, no shit. I have 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Probably shouldn't have said anything to that unicorn.
And the unicorn gallops away, and as it gallops away, fades. It's just
Lulz.
like it teleported itself away.
Like I'm just gonna sleep on the floor tonight, guys.
Am I able to like crawl inside to a room?
So, I mean, you could probably stand up and walk in the room.
Oh,
You
okay.
have 1 hit point. We fight at 1 hit point.
Right.
We're like, yeah!
Yeah, fuck this goblin. I got 1 hit point.
I said go rest up.
Okay. So you like stumble back in, and now the little short dragonborn is looking at you.
Wow, if I wasn't there, I wouldn't believe that.
If you see the unicorn,
Oh, you didn't help me.
He definitely saw the unicorn.
okay, cool.
He's like,
Shit out of her.
right. His, what? Your room's still ready. He like turns. Did you guys see the? What the fuck is?
Oh.
And he turns around and grabs out of the same cask that you were drinking out of earlier, and he just chugs it back real fast. He's like, "It's okay." So, and he burps, and like a little fireball comes out. He's like, "It's okay. So it's fine."
I can help. Prestidigitation your clothes.
What?
I go over and pat him on the shoulder.
No! He like sprints to like this back room, and you hear the door slam, and then just. He has apparently locked himself in the dry storage.
Freaked out by the unicorn.
Everything.
Everything.
He just had a party teleport to the middle of his tavern, and then a unicorn attacked the people that just teleported.
Person,
And then
not
just-
people.
And then
Person.
leave. Person.
Person.
And then leave. And then all of a sudden your clothes were like, ta-da! But the rest of you is still beat to fuck.
You're just gonna bleed all over his sheets.
I just kind of mosey on upstairs, probably limping.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Did I trance in my room?
You're in trance in your room.
Door is locked, windows locked.
Okay.
Maybe I should. No, I'm gonna trance in a corner in my.
Can't
Is there
the
a
light
closet?
on so the hag can't
Do I have a
come?
closet?
There's like a small like alcove, like it's just like a cutout, like a bar across where you can like hang up clothes, but no actual closet.
That's where I'm gonna.
You're gonna sit in there in trance?
Yes, because I'm not getting attacked if I
Okay.
can help it.
Okay.
He's got unicorns after.
The most like
Fucking unicorn and a werewolf.
voracious
And
like
fucking
beings in the
Dragonborn hid himself away.
And it's only day 1.
Day one,
At least I
just wrapping
4
up.
hours. 4 hours.
Just do 4 hours. And day 1 of insults is just coming to a close. So, you take your 4 hours and rest up. The rest of you come back awake to the early morning light.
So
Yeah, so Mao and I woke up in bed together and we have no idea what happened last night.
yeah.
What is your roll Constitution saving throw?
Seven.
7?
No, 8.
8?
We already have an idea for the next character, don't worry. Half Tabaxi, half Dork.
It's a tabby dwarf.
Oh, we weren't supposed to tell you, but
That's okay.
I was worried about the Constitution check and
I
where
know,
that was going in
like,
general.
We actually have a picture.
I
I just
just,
think you guys are
I
really,
just
like,
can't.
No,
eat.
really.
Duncan song
We had a
doesn't
whole
feel so
thing.
over 6
This
minutes.
is
Yes, I love it.
It's adorable.
It is adorable.
Yeah.
That's actually really cute.
I know. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, so you guys wake up and you like hear all this hustling and bustling downstairs, and what would you guys like to do?
My book and I wake up and we don't know what to do. That's a picture.
Now that I'm healed, I decided to find them and I grabbed the little
You wake up alone?
to go.
With Lulu.
With Lulu.
Wait, she was with you?
Okay, so you run downstairs, grab the flyer, start making your way to the other tavern where the rest of the party are. Party are. And so, as you guys come down the stairs, you see Adrora come into, all of you see Adrora come into the tavern with,
I just set the
The
flyer down
poster.
in front of them.
Oh shit.
So they're gonna try not to talk.
right,
Hi.
How do we get him out? You saw, right?
Yeah, so... Well, we need to go. I don't have time to deal with this right now. If I'm going to try to get him out, I have to go get the high priest's body.
Shit.
Well, when's your execution?
this morning.
Oh, it's like right now.
Already happened this morning?
Not
or like-
already happened.
35 minutes ago.
Daylight savings time? Maybe?
You can hear like
I'm off.
loud
I'm
voices
running.
coming
I'm already
down the street, like basically it's town criers coming down like, hey, attend the execution of the green demon, and it's like really racist bullshit, like all the way across, just, and they're like announcing what he's being executed for, and you know all of the things.
I thought they were giving you time to get the body to prove that it wasn't him.
That was just a thing.
That was kind of just for me, but I'm trying to save him
Oh.
right now. I think
Okay.
this can exonerate him. But we're talking as we're going, because I'm already going.
Okay.
Well,
No,
you
we
can't.
don't.
Yeah, I don't
you
go
can't
anywhere
co-
without you.
You can't, leave and come back before
Right.
he's executed.
Yeah, he's already heading to the
Great, so now I'm
top.
going to end up in jail because I'm trying to stop an execution.
And that is the perfect place to end tonight's